Hi guys and welcome back to Inquisitive Thinking. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. In this video we will see how to solve word problems which are specifically related to pair of linear equations in two variables. Following are the steps that you can follow. First step is find the character that you can relate to, if any. Second step is identify the variables and constants. Third step is assign suitable letters to the variables. Fourth step is establish a relationship between constants and variables using given conditions. Apart from the conditions given in the question, you might need to use the basic relations between the quantities related to the problem type. It means speed is equal to distance upon time in the case of speed time distance problems. Now we will look at some word problems and tackle them with the earlier mentioned steps. Problem number 1. It can take 12 hours to fill a pool using two pipes. If the pipe of larger dia is used for 4 hours and the pipe of smaller dia for 9 hours, only half the pool can be filled. How long would it take for each pipe to fill the pool separately? So according to our first step, I cannot see any person that I can relate to, so I'll directly jump on to the second point. That is, identify the constants and variables. So I can directly see 12 hours, 4 hours, 9 hours and half. These are the visible constants in the given problem. Now the variable. Question is asking how long would it take for each pipe to fill the pool separately. It means time taken by each pipe to fill the pool separately are the variables here. Now we write the variable quantities and assign them letters according to our third step. Time taken by pipe of larger dia alone to fill the pool completely is x hours, and time taken by pipe of smaller dia alone to fill the pool completely is y hours. Now time to establish a relationship between constants and variables using given conditions. But hold on, let us write the individual efficiencies of both pipes first. By efficiency I mean fraction of volume of pool each pipe alone can fill in 1 hour. Now pipe of larger dia can fill the pool completely in x hours. How much volume in fraction of pool can it fill in 1 hour? Considering the volume of pool in fraction equals to 1, using some basic unitary method, we'll write volume in fraction of pool filled by larger pipe in x hours is equal to 1. Now volume in fraction of pool filled by larger pipe in 1 hour is equal to 1 upon x. Let us call it per hour filling efficiency of the larger pipe. In the similar manner we can say that volume in fraction of pool filled by smaller pipe in 1 hour is equal to 1 upon y. Now let us call it per hour efficiency of smaller pipe. Okay, now we can go ahead and establish the relationship between given variables and constants. The first condition says when both pipes work together, pool is totally filled within 12 hours. Now when both pipes are working together, their per hour filling efficiency are added as if they are now a new pipe with a newer efficiency of filling water in the pool. Both pipes together in 1 hour can fill 1 upon x plus 1 upon y volume of pool. It means this much fraction of volume of pool. So both pipes together in 12 hours can fill 12 times this volume. It means 12 into 1 upon x plus 1 upon y volume of pool. But according to our condition, in 12 hours the pool is being totally filled. It means this given fraction, this given 12 into 1 upon x plus 1 upon y will be equal to 1, considering full volume of tank in fraction equals to 1. According to our second condition, larger pipe work for 4 hours and smaller pipe works for 9 hours to fill half pool. If we decode this statement here, we'll write 4 into 1 upon x. It means in 1 hour the larger pipe was filling 1 upon x volume of pool. So in 4 hours it will fill 4 times this volume of pool alone. And it means adding smaller pipe is working for 9 hours. It means per hour efficiency of smaller pipe for filling the pool alone into how much time it is working for, that is 9 hours, will fill half the pool. It means in fraction volume becomes 1 by 2. So we got another equation, that is 4 into 1 upon x plus 9 into 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 2. In the end, we are left with a pair of equations in two variables. 12 upon x plus 12 upon y is equal to 1, and 4 upon x plus 9 upon y is equal to 1 by 2. Now it is an easy task to determine the values of x and y by first reducing the above equations in pair of linear equations in two variables, since these equations are in two variables but not in the linear form, and then solving further. So the final solutions are x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 30. It means time taken by pipe of larger diameter to fill the pool completely alone is 20 hours, and time taken by pipe of smaller diameter to fill the pool completely is 30 hours. Obviously, pipe of larger diameter will fill the pool completely in lesser time than the smaller diameter pipe. If we put the values of x and y in these equations, both will satisfy. LHS and RHS will be equal. Now let's look at another word problem and tackle it with the earlier mentioned steps. Problem number 2. A motorboat can travel 30 kilometers upstream and 28 kilometers downstream in 7 hours. It can travel 20 kilometers upstream and return in 5 hours. Find the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the stream. According to our first step, I cannot find any person that I can relate to, so I'm directly jumping on to the second step, that is identifying the constants and variables. So in the given question, the constants can be easily seen, which are 30 kilometer, 28 kilometers, 7 hours, 21 kilometers and 5 hours. Now variables. Question is asking for find the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of stream. It means the variables are right in front of our eyes. Speed of boat in still water and speed of stream are the variables in the given problem. Now we write the variable quantities and assign them letters. First is speed of boat in still water, that is x kilometers per hour. This little triangle is our boat, and the arrows are showing that it can go upstream and downstream if the water is still with the same speed, x kilometer per hour and x kilometer per hour. Now the speed of stream is y kilometers per hour, which is downwards. Time to establish a relationship between the constants and variables using given conditions. But again, hold on. Let us first write the upstream and downstream speeds of boat first. First case is downstream. Considering the stream is flowing in the downward direction at y kilometers per hour, the speed of stream will be added to the stream of boat. The speed of stream will be added to the speed of boat in still water. That is, actual speed of the boat while going downstream will be x plus y kilometers per hour. The boat will be going in the downward direction with both the speeds added. Now the second case is when the boat is traveling upwards, that is against the flow of stream. Obviously, the speed of boat has to be greater than the speed of stream. Speed of stream will be subtracted from the speed of boat that was in still water. So the actual speed of boat while going upstream will be x minus y kilometers per hour. Okay, now we can go ahead and establish the relationship between given variables and constants. The first condition says boat can travel 30 kilometers upstream and 28 kilometers downstream in 7 hours. So time taken to travel 30 kilometers upstream will be 30 upon x minus y hours. Obviously I am using this relation, time is equal to distance upon speed, and since the boat is traveling 30 kilometers upstream, so I am taking the upstream velocity, upstream speed of boat, that is x minus y. So time taken to travel 30 kilometers upstream is equal to 30 upon x minus y. Time taken to travel 28 kilometers downstream will be equal to 28 upon x plus y hours. And the total time to cover this whole journey equates to 7 hours. it means both of these times are equal to 7. 30 upon x minus y plus 28 upon x plus y is equal to 7. Our second condition says boat can travel 21 kilometers upstream and return in 5 hours. So time taken to travel 21 kilometers upstream will be equal to 21, that is distance, upon speed of boat while traveling upstream, that is x minus y, and time taken to travel 21 kilometers downstream, since in the question it is said that the boat is traveling 21 kilometers upstream and is returning, so it means it is traveling 21 kilometers downstream. So time taken to travel 21 kilometers downstream is equal to, yes, you guessed it right, 21 upon x plus y hours. Time taken to cover this whole journey equates to 5 hours. So we'll write 21 upon x minus y plus 21 upon x plus y is equal to 5. In the end, we are left with a pair of equations in two variables. 30 upon x minus y plus 28 upon x plus y is equal to 7, and 21 upon x minus y plus 21 upon x plus y is equal to 5. Now it is an easy task to determine the values of x and y by first reducing the above equations in the pair of linear equations in two variables and then solving further. The final solutions, x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 4. That is, speed of boat in still water is 10 km per hour and speed of stream is 4 km per hour. Guys, there can be infinite types of questions based on the common day activities involving a pair of linear equations in two variables. This was just my interpretation and methodology to solve such problems. Stay tuned for more type of problems that we will be discussing in future. Till then, have a great day ahead.